Hello and welcome to VizRT. My name is Chris Black. I'm here with Jonathan Spencer. He's the creative director for BBC. Welcome.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Chris. And just to clarify, I'm the creative director for BBC News and really only in the very specific area of real-time computer graphics and 3D.
Well, you just had the election last week. I know you guys were quite busy putting that together. How did it go?
Well, it went very well from our point of view. It was an exciting night. It was a huge story and an unexpected story. The polls all the way up to the exit poll were indicating one thing, and then with the exit poll it became clear that there was another story there altogether.
Wow. So you guys have been really on the forefront of a lot of virtual technology and being able to show how the election story is taking place. What technology did you use this time?
Well, we used a combination of augmented reality in the studio, an interactive big screen with some real world depth to it, virtual selection, and we had some backplates that we shot that we enhanced with real-time graphics, and that was the area that we were very, very excited about. And we did some projections onto Old Broadcasting House, which was again a big event that we were very, very happy with and very satisfied with the results.
Now, what made you decide to go with these different kinds of technologies? What was the planning involved there?
Well, there's quite a lot of planning involved, particularly with shooting the backplates, for example. We wanted to do a virtual Downing Street that was a little bit different. And interestingly enough, the idea was that if we could get in there and we could shoot with a crane and we could light the environment. I mean, Downing Street's a very, very dark street. There's not many lights in there. And we wanted to get permission. We got permission. That had to be sought well in advance, obviously, with cooperation with the Downing Street security and with the police. And knowing what we could and couldn't film in the environment and lighting it, that was all hugely exciting, but with lots and lots of planning. Now, the key thing is for us, getting those textures for our virtual model were almost as important as getting the backplate shot. And we couldn't have just gone in and lit the building and then sent a stills camera in to get the textures. It was important to get the moving shots and track them. And from those moving shots, we could extrapolate a camera and put an FBX track into our real-time renderers that allowed us to have a third virtual camera in the scene where we could put Jeremy into the shot of Downing Street and then cut to him in the virtual scene seamlessly because the lighting matched.
So you actually shot Downing Street and then placed Jeremy in Downing Street back in the studio?
Yes, we did.
That's quite impressive.
Bizarrely, it was less impressive when you saw it than it was in the planning because it did work seamlessly due to the fact the lighting matched perfectly. So we went from the move to the virtual set and there really wasn't a jump. And it was, well, you could have done that all in virtual. Well, I suppose we could have done, but we couldn't have got into Downing Street to light it just to collect the textures. I don't think the public or the civil service or the politicians involved really understand kind of what we do. So if we were lighting it with a film crew and then recording the backplates, that's a different thing. Also, for us it was a technical challenge as well. There's some things in the future that we might do that involve blurring the line between the virtual, the pre-recorded and the live environments.
Now all of this was done in HD. Have you thought about trying to do it in 4K?
Yeah, we thought about it and stopped for the moment, but I'm sure that will be coming. We did originate some of our stuff in 4K and then downscaled it.
Have you thought about what you're going to do next?
No, we're still in the recovery process from the last election, and in fact, coming to an event like this is a very good time to take a time out, see what other people are doing, as well as talking about what we've been doing, seeing what others are doing, and just relaxing a bit and letting the industry vibe wash over you, and a bit of mellow time. So we're not altogether sure. We'll also look and see what was well received by the public, because for us the audience is the most important thing, and if there's stuff that they liked from our election coverage, then we'll use that and take that on and develop that further. That's how we ended up with the doing the drone shots that were successful, because we did them in Glasgow for the Scottish referendum, and they were very well received. So it's, let's apply that and do it better and do it slightly differently.
Have you gotten any feedback yet?
We've had quite a lot of feedback on Twitter. There was a lot of interest in how we did both the drone shots and the Downing Street backplates.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by, and I really enjoyed your presentation this morning at Visitor 2 Days.
Thank you very much, Chris.
All right.